In this video, I'm going to go through step by step and show you how to get this website created for you. So if you want to save as you're going without having to email yourself a link, then what you'll do is you'll click yes, save my progress. Then you'll come through here. You can watch a video to see what to expect and then hit get started. There are 10 steps, including that first video for this form, and you can see your progress getting tracked in this bar. And then over here on the side, you'll see a video. These video instructions apply to the step that you're on. So this is going to be me just showing you what to do on these steps. The best way that I've found for people to fill out this form is to click play on the video and then come over here and just start filling out the form while it plays, and it'll sort of answer your questions for you as you go. Once you click onto a form, you can click on the title or just click into the form, and you'll see a description pop up over here that tells you what to do on that specific form, and it'll change as you move through the form. So we're going to start with first name, do my first name, and then company name. I'll do a made-up company name. For site name, this the company name can be anything you want, capital, lowercase, whatever, same with first and last name. But when it comes to your site name, it should be your company name here, but all lowercase and with no spaces. So I'm going to copy my company name and put it here, and we're going to go made up company. And this is going to be used to name your website on the back end. You'll see that it's going to be named like that. It's not actually going to be seen by anybody, but it will be used in the database for several different things, and it's nice to have it set up in this format. Then for email, you're going to put in your email, phone number. You'll just put in your phone number without the first number, so it'll just be area code, and then the email is going to be used down here on this contact form. When somebody fills out this form on your website, it will be sent to that email, as well as your email is going to show up over here underneath contact. Your phone number is going to show up here too, but you'll have the option to hide that in step 3 if you don't want to show your phone number. But this is where it will show up if you'd like to show it. Then you have your username. The username, this is how you're going to log into your website, so you will want to remember it. It does need to be all lowercase and should be either letters or numbers with no spaces and no special characters. So I may do made up admin. And then we'll come over to password. For your password, it does need to be a strong password. You can see the strength indicator down here, and this will change as you're typing. So to do a strong password, I recommend to people you usually just use a combination of lowercase and capital letters and symbols, and it should be at least 8 characters. I recommend that you use something called LastPass. If you don't have LastPass, that's a great way to keep track of your passwords. Google Passwords also has a good way, but I'd recommend just saving it to an application like that, or at least writing down your password, and you will have the chance to update this password or change this password later as well if you do forget it. And then once you've done all of that, you're ready to move on to the next step. So you'll just click next. If there are any errors, you'll see a message that pops up telling you what the error is, and then the field will be highlighted in red to go down and edit that and get it corrected. Okay, current website. If you have a website already, then you'll put in the URL here. To grab a URL from a website, you'll come to your website, you'll click into the URL bar, you'll copy, Command-C, you'll come over and you'll just paste it in. Domain name of new website. If you do have a website yet, you'll just paste it in here. If you don't have a website yet, then you'll click this link to go to Namecheap. That's going to open up a new tab in Namecheap.com. You'll look for the domain you want. You'll search. You'll see different extensions that you can buy them, and then you'll add it to your cart. And then you'll go through the checkout process, which will ask you to create a password and username here so you can sign in and manage this. As you can see, it's usually between $8 and $15 a year. You can buy it multiple years at a time. I would at least recommend that you turn on auto renew so that you don't lose your domain name. And then you're going to hit confirm order. And confirm order is going to purchase that domain name. And then you'll take that domain name that you just purchased and you'll put it right here underneath domain name of new website. You'll paste it in, and then you'll see domain name registrar right here. Domain name registrar is going to be where you purchased your domain name. So if you purchased it on Namecheap like I just showed you, then go ahead and come in and you can just type Namecheap. If you purchased it through GoDaddy or through somebody else, then you're going to put in that name right here. So I'm going to say Namecheap. And then you have the domain name registrar username. And then you have the domain name registrar password. Then, and I'm going to use these because I will go in, log into your account here, and then I will point this domain name to the server where I'm going to build your website. So that way, your website shows up underneath that URL. So I'll need to use this to log in. And then after I get your website launched, you could always reset this password later. So only one person has the keys to your password. That's a good idea. So then you have the header logo. The header logo is going to be your logo, and it can be, let's see, I'm going to do like this, your logo. Just needs to be not too large. If you don't have a logo yet, then what you'll do is you'll click here. This is going to open up this free logo maker tool. I'm going to say made up company. Make a logo. Okay. Go industry. Yeah, so you're going to see a whole list of a bunch of different logos that you can choose here. They're going to be using your company's name and slogan, and then some different fonts and stuff. I'll do this one. Then you can customize it a little bit, or like that maybe. And then you'll hit next. And then you could make a few different adjustments, like maybe it looks cool with a triangle. And then once you're ready, you'll say get your logo. Create an account here, so you'll do your username and password, and then get my logo, and they're going to email you a copy of your logo, which then you'll come and put it in here. If you already have a logo, obviously you would just upload it. Then you go to logo square. This is going to be a square version of your logo. If you don't have a square version of your logo, feel free to just leave that blank or upload this one, and I'll cut it into a square for you. I'm going to just put in a square version of my logo. The square version of the logo is what's going to show up here in the tab. So that's going to be the little version of your logo that shows in the tab, and that is what the square logo is for. Okay, then we have primary colors. I just preloaded a few colors here that are bold and beautiful, so you could do like a blue, an orange, a green, or you can pick your own color. So picking your own color, you would go to the hue that you want, and then pick the saturation and brightness to get just that exact color that you want. You can see that as I'm moving this around, my hex code is changing down here. The hex code is the number associated with every color on the internet. So every color has a hex code that you can use. If you want to find the hex code from your image, you can click here, this pick a color icon. That's going to take you to here. You can click to upload an image from your computer. And once you upload it, hover your mouse over what color you want to grab. Like I want to grab this deep red. Then I'm going to click on it, and it's going to give me the hex code right here that I could copy and then put into the form right there. And then I will get that color right from my image. So now I have that image, or that color from that image. Let's say I wanted that red, but I also wanted a green. Then I'll come in here and I'll grab this watermelon green as well, and I'll put both of those as my colors. So the primary color is going to be what shows up as this outline and border everywhere on the website. So you'll see that show up all over there. But then there's some accents like these floating bubbles, as well as some different lines and different things on the website that will be your secondary color. So the primary color is very prominent and the secondary color is more of an accent, but you do want to make sure that they go together. So I'm going to put our watermelon green right here and hit done. So that's all there is for this step. Let's move on to the next step of the website. Okay, so on this step, we have some options. These are just yes or no questions. This should be pretty simple. Fill it out and hit next. So we've got, do you need a blog? I'm going to say yes, but some people don't want a blog or don't need a blog. You can hit no. If you do want a blog, you're going to need at least 3 posts to get started. But if you don't have those posts, you can do something very simple, like just a title and a image and a brief, even a sentence or a link or anything would work as a blog post. So it doesn't have to be a whole essay. It could just be, a quote even or something like that. But you will need 3 to get started, or else the design will look, if you say you want a blog, but then you don't have anything to put here, then it'll be a big blank space. That's not really what you want. Okay, so then do you need a services page? I'm going to say yes, but some people don't. The services page is really a chance for you to have another page on your website. It could be a services, it could be anything though. You'll have a chance to title that and add your own content. Do you need a gallery page, a chance to show off your work, or to just put photos on there? So we'll say yes. Do you want to display your address? I'll say yes. If you choose no, then down in the footer of your new website, there will not be an address and there will not be a map. So you put in your address, it will show up down there in the footer. Then we have, do you want to display your phone number? Yes or no? So I'm going to say yes, but if I had put no, then here in the footer of your new website, your phone number will not show up. So if you don't want to be getting calls from people, then say no. If you do want to be getting calls from people, say yes. Then we have your social media links. I'm going to say yes to that, and that's going to open up all these down here, and you just fill out the ones you have. So if you have all of these, great, fill them all out. If you have only Facebook, then just put in your Facebook. You do want the HTTPS and the .com. So whatever you put a link onto on here, that's what's going to show up. It could be a link to any place, but what's going to happen is it's going to show whatever you put in this field is going to show with that icon. So on your new site, it'll show in the footer all of the different social media buttons, and then it will link to wherever you tell it to go. Then you're going to hit next once you're happy with that. All right, now we're dealing with the home page. So we're going to go to the homepage hero image. The homepage hero image is going to be this image at the top right of your website. So this is the homepage hero image right here. It will work better if it's more vertically aligned than horizontally aligned. If it's horizontally aligned, it just won't take up as much of this space, and it looks good when it does. So we're going to choose an image. It's going to open up, folders on our website wherever we want it to, and we are going to grab an image and put it in. And then we're going to go to the About Us image. The About Us image, I'm going to close out some of these tabs for simplicity. The About Us image is going to be on this next section. So this is the homepage About Us image. It shows on the left. Same thing. It's going to look better vertical than it will horizontal. We're going to go in and choose that image. We'll pick this one, me and my family. If you feel like you don't have images that are high enough quality, or if you feel like you don't have images that really resonate with the emotion you're trying to invoke and the people who are visiting your website, I would recommend coming to unsplash.com, and that's linked on the form, and then search for what you want, like happy people. I like this site because it is stock photography, but it's free and it's high resolution, and it doesn't, a lot of the images on here don't look like stock photography. Some do, but you can find some that just look a little bit less staged. So I like that. So once you find an image that you like, you can click on it. And then up here in the top right, you'll see a green button. You could download it for free, but that's going to download a huge image, too big for the website, really. So what you'll do is you'll click there, and then you'll be able to choose between small, medium, and large. And for your website, small is perfect, but let's go ahead and do small. That's really best case scenario. And then that's going to download it to your website, where then you can go in and upload it to the form. If you are getting an error when you're trying to upload your images to the form saying that your image is too large, then click the link in the description box to take you here to Biteable.com, where you can resize your image. What you'll do is you'll grab the image you'd like to add to that field in the form, you'll drag and drop it in here, and then you'll set the width and the height, and then hit download. For some of the vertical spots on the website, like on the home page and about page, then you will do, to create the vertical photo, you'll do 1,000 for the width and then 1,200 for the height. And for your blog posts, you'll do 1,000 for the width and 1,000 for your height to get the square. Then drag, if it's going to crop your image, drag it to the part that you want cropped, and then hit download. It's going to give you a little prompt to get you to buy into their company, but you don't need to do that. You can just hit not today, and then you'll see that that image has been placed in your downloads folder, and you can head back over to the form and upload it. You can pick the image that is too large, hit open. That's going to open it up here in this browser. You can see that this has a width of 2,400 pixels. 1,000 pixels is good enough for a width or a height anywhere. So you can change either the width or the height to 1,000 pixels and then hit resize. And then you can hit go to download. And that's going to show you the picture with the new size. And you can just hit download image, save it to your downloads folder, and then you can use that instead of the big image you were using, and that should solve the problem of trying to upload images that are too large for your website. This is going to help a lot with load time on your website. And then you have the option to put in a video for the homepage. If you wanted a video on the homepage, it's going to show up right here, right down here. And I will go ahead and copy this URL by hitting share and then copy. So that copies the URL of the video, and then I can go ahead and paste that in right there. Then you have your mission statement, intro text, and tagline. I can show you that that is what shows up right here. So example, mission / tagline, this is where that's going to show up. So you do want it to be short as possible, 2 or 3 words. It could be as much as a sentence, but the shorter the better on this. So I'm going to put tagline here. And then you have your brief sales and marketing pitch. If you do feel like, I can't boil down a mission to only 5 or 6 words or whatever, then just take the first few words of your marketing pitch or your elevator pitch or your mission. If you have a long mission, just take the first few words, put it up here as a header, and then continue it down here. And that would also look really good. A lot better than putting a bunch of words in the mission statement box. Then you have the mini about / bio. That's going to be for the home page again, and that would be what shows up right here. So you're going to put the bio right there, and then you're going to hit next. We're on to the blog. Now this step would disappear if I chose no on the blog, but since I chose yes, we've got the blog here, and I'm going to just copy the information over from this. But you've got a title for your blog. This could be anything you want, and as long as you want the title, then you have the content for your blog. This can be as long as you want or as short as you want. Like I said, I'll do a long one, and then I'll also show an example of a short one. And then you have your featured image. You do need to do your featured image. If you don't do a featured image, then there won't be any picture here, and it will look a lot less engaging. So we'll put a featured image there, and then the video, I'll leave a video off. It's optional. But you could paste in a YouTube video right there. So that's going to take us to the next step, which is our About page. The About page on your website is going to be underneath the About tab, or whatever you title your page is going to be the title of that tab. That's going to open up like this. So you'll have a featured image over here, and then you'll have your bio here and your video right here. So let's go fill that all out. First, we have the title. You could say about. You could say about us. You could say get to know us. You could say learn about us. You could say bio. You could say whatever you want. I'm going to just say about. I like to keep it short and sweet. Then we have the about page content. I'm going to copy this. This would obviously be a great place to just add your story, add your bio, tell people who you are, why they should trust you, why they should like you, all of that. Put that in there. And then choose an about page image. Now a headshot would work amazing here, but you could really do picture of anything, a picture of your team, whatever. And then the video. The videos are always optional on the website, because I know some people don't create videos, but I do recommend a video on the about page. It does work really well there, even if it's just you on your phone saying, hi, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I do. Even just a 1-minute video to show people that you're a real person and that you are not going to be hard to talk to, and that sort of thing would be really cool. So then you have your services page is the next one. Again, if you chose no services page, then this would not be here. But for your services page, that's going to be what shows up here underneath the services tab, and it's the same setup as the about page. You've got your title, content, image, and video. So we're just going to get this filed out. Now you could put whatever title you want in here. You could say services. You could say maybe you sell a specific type of product or a specific type of service, like let's say you're a gutter cleaner. Here you could just put gutter cleaning and then put underneath it, about that. So we'll do your services, and then we'll put in whatever information you want. This would be a place to say, these are the services that I offer. This is the people that I serve and this demographic, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to put here that lets people, if they're looking for your services or if they're looking to hire you to do something, what is it that you do? And here you could even put the title, what we do. Like if you want to go that direction, I would keep it consistent. So I would do for the about it, say who we are, and then for services, say what we do. And that could be really effective as well. Okay, so for the services page, we'll just pick a random image here. Open it, and then there's the option as well for the YouTube video, and I'll show you how to do that one more time. You can come to any YouTube video, hit share, and then you can copy that link and paste it in, and then we'll hit next. So after services, we have the option for our gallery page. So gallery, you could say our work, you could say portfolio, whatever, however you want to use your gallery page is fine. Pictures, images, whatever you want to say. So we're going to say gallery, and then we're going to select our files, and you can pick up to 10 photos. So I'm going to do just those for now and hit open. It's going to be uploading those, so you'll want to wait till all of those process, although it shouldn't take long. Once they all say 100%, you could come in and delete an image if you wanted by hitting the trash can icon. Or you can keep them here. You could add more files if you wanted to add more files. Like let's go ahead and also add these. Then we can do that, and they'll get added as well. And then once it's all uploaded and good to go, you can add your video the same way that I've been showing you by just pasting in the YouTube link and then hit next. After the gallery page, we're on our last step. So step 10, we're almost done. And here on this page, this is where you're going to choose what you can pay today. So you can, the market value of this website, this is what I charge for these websites. I charge $3,500 typically, but I'm trying to do this as a pay what you can type of a structure. So this is going to be totally up to you what you want to pay here. You can choose to pay the price that you would normally pay if we were doing business together, the market value. There's a pay it forward option. There's the $2,000 option, and this is what most people end up going with, just taking a discount off of that. Then there's the $1,000. I mean, it's an amazing price for a website. If you want to, though, you can just do custom amount. You could put here, $1,900. You could put here $900, and of course, you could put here $0. And then you can see what the price is going to be for your one-time payment. You can also see what it's going to cost for hosting. So this is going to be annual. So once a year, you will get charged $220. And then you'll see the total payment that you're going to pay today. So we'll do, let's just do 3,000. So 3,000 plus the 220. This is the payment you're going to actually pay today, but this is the only amount that's going to be reoccurring next year. Then you're going to put in your card information. So this is the number on your card, the expiration date on your card. The CVC is that little number on the back. You're going to put that in, and then choose your country and enter your zip code, and then hit ready to build. All of your payments are going to be securely processed through Stripe. And once you hit ready to build, I will get an email, and it will tell me all of this information that you just sent in, and I will go through and build this website for you as quick as I can. It usually takes between 1 day and 1 week, but definitely within 1 week, you'll have a website built. And then I will reach out to you over the phone or over email and let you know that it's done, and with a link to your new website. And if I have any questions for you along the way, then I'll call, text, or email and make sure that I get a hold of you and get those questions answered so that you can have a beautiful website just like this one, but with your logo, your colors, and all of your information and images, so that you can start having an amazing presence on the web. This video is a very in-depth look at every field. I hope that you found it helpful.